Alright, I'm headed out to Lake Fort, Pope's Landing, the marina there. Had a gentleman call me. They dropped their car keys off the pier. So I am headed out there to hopefully retrieve the car keys and get them back on the road. Unfortunately, they have been waiting for me all day long. I had some work to do today and I'm just now able to get out there. So anyhow, headed out there, be out there in about an hour, and we'll see how it goes. Follow along. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe, whatever you gotta do. Come dive with me.
Basically what I do here is I check both ways just to make sure I'm not going to hit anything as I drop in. Verifying that I have everything on me. Hold my mask, drop in, that's to keep from losing my mask when I hit the water. My vest is full of air, so that's what causes me to shoot back up.
There we go.
This is a tagline that I dropped from any place I'm dropping in from to the bottom of the lake. That's what I follow down. Just kind of helps me hold on. These extra lines are bait lines that were already in the water. So a lot of times they'll have hooks on them. Like you can see here, this one has a hook on it. Very easy to get caught up in this stuff. This that we're coming up here is, you can see the tops of PVC caps. So what this is a fishing habitat. So what fishermen will do is they'll build these things out of PVC pipe and they'll drop them down into the water and they'll fish around them. So they're easy for the hooks to slide off of, but it'll not necessarily attract fish, but fish will kind of gather around it, you know, using it as a, just like they would like a tree branches. The bottom of this marina is very nasty. There's so much stuff in the water, so easy to get tangled up on. It's a very dangerous situation. Anything that you touch, the silt just pours off of it, so it just creates super cloudy water. As you can notice, whenever you start touching stuff, the water becomes super cloudy and blackout visibility pretty much instantly. Again, makes for a very dangerous situation because you never know what you're putting your hands into at this point. At a marina, you always find rod and reels, so here was the first one for the day. I believe I gathered up a total of 6 or 7 by the time this was over with. Here's another one. The first 2 rod and reels for the day. Now what I'm looking for is a black man purse, like a fanny pack kind of thing. So Obviously it's going to blend in to this environment very well. Usually when something with any kind of weight falls down onto the bottom like this, it typically creates like a plume of sediment that comes out and then it just kind of lays back down on it, so it causes it to blend in very, very well.
I ain't found it yet, but I do have some fishing rods. You can take those and stick them up there if you want. It's easy to get tangled up in all that stuff.
On a lot of these videos, people will ask me what's that tone that they keep hearing when I start dropping down into the water, that beep tone. Basically what that is I have underwater communications. That way I can communicate with the person on the surface, whether it's Angela sitting in a boat. That way we can talk to each other while I'm on a lake floor. So the way that's designed to keep you from having to turn it off and on all the time is there's 2 screws on that communications console that attaches to your full face mask. Once those 2 screws are connected by water, then it powers on instantly. So every time you hear that tone when I'm starting to drop into the water, that's my communication device turning itself on. And then when it comes out of the water, it automatically turns itself off. So that's just a conserved battery power. This is also one of those type of searches that it does not work very well to have some type of tether line to keep you on track of where you've searched and where you haven't searched, because as you can see, I'm just crawling through trees, I'm crawling through tires, I'm crawling through cinder blocks, everything, and anything I have attached to me is just going to get tangled up. Something to make a note of, on a lot of these videos you see online, a lot of times they'll seem pretty short, like the diver just went down, found what they were looking for, and came right back up. That's typically not the case. I can tell you specifically for this video, I've actually been underwater for about an hour, a little over an hour at this point. The flashing light you saw right there on the left that you can see blinking, that's actually my headlight. One of my headlights on my mask is going dead. So I'm quickly about to lose that light.
There's so much stuff right here. Yeah, like trees, lines, hooks. I keep getting caught on fucking everything. I'm fixing to have to swap tanks. Let's see.